Welcome to this exploration of Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, one of the most influential dystopian novels of the 20th century. First published in 1932, this book imagines a future where happiness is engineered, freedom is traded for stability, and pleasure becomes the ultimate tool of control. Aldous Huxley wrote the novel at a time of industrial acceleration, mass production, and the growing belief that science and technology could solve every human problem. Inspired by Henry Ford's assembly line, Huxley envisioned a world state that organizes life with the same principles of efficiency, uniformity, and consumption. The story is set in the year 632 after Ford, roughly the 26th century. In this society, natural birth has been abolished. Instead, humans are produced in laboratories, divided into rigid castes and conditioned to accept their roles. The guiding motto is community, identity, stability. The narrative begins with a tour of the hatchery, where embryos are engineered into alphas, betas, gammas, deltas, and epsilons, each with a predetermined level of intelligence and purpose. Conditioning continues through hypnopedia, or sleep teaching, where children absorb slogans like, ending is better than mending, and everyone belongs to everyone else. The drug soma plays a central role. It offers instant calm, joy, and escape. No hangovers, no side effects. 1 gram cures all unhappiness. We follow Bernard Marx, an alpha who feels out of place, and his friend Helmholtz, who also questions conformity. Their lives intersect with Lenina Crown, a perfectly conditioned citizen, and John, known as the Savage, who grew up outside the world state. John's arrival exposes the deepest conflict. Should people choose stable happiness or embrace the dangerous freedom of individuality, art, and suffering? Brave New World raises timeless questions, pleasure as power. Unlike Orwell's 1984, which imagines control through fear and pain, Huxley shows a society ruled by comfort, distraction, and endless gratification. Happiness itself becomes the cage. Technology and reproduction. Birth and family are erased. Biology is engineered. People are designed for function, not choice. Conditioning and conformity. Through hypnopedia, people never even think of resisting. Rebellion is almost impossible when desire itself has been manufactured. The cost of stability. In one of the novel's most powerful dialogues, the world controller, Mustafa Mond, argues that art, religion, and truth are sacrificed because they threaten social peace. The unsettling message is clear. If freedom leads to discomfort, society may gladly abandon it. Reading Huxley in the 21st century feels strikingly relevant. Let's compare his imagined world with our present. First, biotechnology. Today, techniques like CRISPR allow us to edit genes, raising ethical debates that echo Huxley's fears of neo-eugenics. The line between curing disease and engineering humans for advantage is thin, and global organizations like UNESCO and the WHO are still struggling to define the limits. Second, consumer culture. Huxley's slogan, ending is better than mending, mirrors today's throwaway economy, where fast fashion, planned obsolescence, and endless upgrades encourage us to consume rather than repair. Third, the attention economy. Where Huxley imagines sleep teaching, we face personalized algorithms, targeted advertising, and what Shoshana Zuboff calls surveillance capitalism. Our desires are nudged not by hypnopedia, but by notifications, feeds, and predictive systems that know us better than we know ourselves. Fourth, the pharmacology of happiness. While no drug is exactly like soma, antidepressants, anxiolytics, and recreational substances raise the same question. Are we medicating discomfort or avoiding deeper problems? And finally, entertainment. Huxley described the feelies, immersive films stimulating multiple senses. Today, virtual reality and metaverse platforms show how entertainment can become a full-body escape, both exhilarating and potentially numbing. Where does this lead us? We can imagine 3 possible futures. Scenario A, regulated progress. In this optimistic vision, biotechnology and AI are tightly regulated. Transparency, ethical oversight, and education allow society to benefit from technology without losing human dignity. Happiness remains a choice, not a prescription. Scenario B, the soft cage. Here, convenience and entertainment slowly erode freedom. We're not forced, but we stop resisting. Algorithms shape our desires, drugs smooth our emotions, and consumerism distracts us. It feels good, but our autonomy shrinks without us noticing. Scenario C, market eugenics. In the darkest vision, genetic engineering becomes a global competition. Wealth determines not only opportunity, but biology. Castes return, not by design of the state, but by the invisible hand of the market. Each of these scenarios reflects Huxley's warning. Control doesn't always arrive with brutality. Sometimes it arrives with pleasure. Brave New World remains a haunting mirror. It challenges us to ask, what are we willing to trade for comfort? What do we lose when pain, struggle, and uncertainty are eliminated? In Huxley's world, people live without war, without poverty, and without disease, yet also without art, love, or true freedom. As we stand on the edge of biotechnological revolutions, digital immersion, and pharmacological shortcuts to happiness, his message is as urgent as ever. So the question remains, in our pursuit of pleasure, are we building a new world or sleepwalking into our own brave new cage? Subscribe to the Timeless Tales podcast. Your stories, your time.